What's up, guys? Luke here with Luke's Points and Miles, and today I'm going to be doing the obligatory What's in my wallet for the third quarter of 2023. I honestly really like to watch these types of videos because I'm always really curious what other enthusiasts are using. My setup is usually a little bit predictable and boring because I am a big Amex fanboy, but this quarter is a little different because the last few months for me have been a little different. I've been working on a sub every month since November, and I still am, but it's to the point where it's much more manageable and I can actually use a particular setup instead of just one card for everything until I hit the minimum spend. And the last few quarters, the goal has been transferable currencies, and I did a pretty good job of accumulating those. I think in 2023 so far, I have earned over 500,000 Chase UR points. And that's not too bad for a backup currency. I will likely always prefer American Express MR points, but the theme right now for me is hotel points. See, I don't like transferring points to hotel programs. Instead, I like to earn them separately and save all my transferable currencies for flights. I just think hotel credit cards oftentimes make more sense because I think they're great earners, and normally they provide other benefits like status and free nights. In Q3, I will continue my quest to earn over 1 million hotel points in 2023, and I'll give you a hint on how I'm doing it. But first, if you are new here, I talk about credit cards, points, miles, cashback, and travel. If you're into that, subscribe to the channel. And if you get any entertainment from this video, or you just like what's in my wallet videos, then slap that like button for me and the YouTube algorithm. With all that out of the way, let's get started. A quick review. Last quarter, I hit the bonuses on the American Express Blue Business Plus, the Chase Hyatt Business Card, and the Chase IHG Business Card. With that, you'll see a trend of earning hotel currencies because, well, I like to stay at hotels and I like to have options. The first card that will be in my wallet for most of this quarter is the Citi Premier Card. The Citi Premier gives me access to the Citi transfer partners, and it earns 3x on groceries, dining, gas, hotels, and flights. I just received it, and I'll be working on that 75,000 thank you point bonus. I'll be using the Premier pretty much until I hit the $4,000 spending requirement, and then I'll adjust fire accordingly. I will primarily be using the Premier for all my dining spend, and I'll likely use this card exclusively while traveling in Germany because it has no foreign transaction fees and it's a MasterCard, so acceptance should be pretty high. This quarter is a little different for me in that my spend and my wife's spend will be split up a little bit because my wife does the majority of the grocery shopping and she'll be using the Citi Premier for that as well as her gas during this quarter. This way, most of my minimum spend should be focused on bonus categories. Guys, if you're interested in any of the cards mentioned in this video, feel free to check out my new organized card link in the description below. These links are the best way to support the channel, and it actually allows me to create mostly unsponsored content, which is what you guys prefer anyway. For those of you that have already used the links, I thank you very, very much. Next up is another card that I'm working on for the bonus spend, and it is the Wells Fargo Choice Select MasterCard. This is a new card, and I think it's actually being slept on. The card earns 10 times at Choice hotels, which have some decent higher end properties. Card earns 5 times on grocery stores, gas stations, home improvement stores, and phone plan services. I got this for a future trip to Scandinavia, and while taking a deeper dive into it, I realized it's actually a great card with a lot of nice options. Since the minimum spend is only $3,000, I didn't get an authorized user card for the wife, so I'll be using this card in Q3 for my gas purchases and the off chance I need to go to the grocery store. This card has cell phone protection as well as cell phones as a bonus category, so I'll be using this card to pay those bills. And if time becomes an issue with the minimum spend, I will likely just prepay the cell phone bills. Because this is a Choice rewards card, I'm not super interested in putting too much non-category spend on it. and I don't have any plans in 2023 to even stay at a Choice hotel. The bonus for this card though is 90,000 Choice points, and I found it possible to get over 1 cent per point with Choice, so that bonus is fairly valuable. The third and final card that has a sign-up bonus for me to work on will probably be the easiest. I just got approved for the Amex Hilton business card again, and I'll use that card to pay the second installment to the contractor for the new roof. One and done, and that second payment will be enough to reach the 4,000 minimum spend mark, giving me 150,000 Hilton Honors points and a free night certificate. The card earns 12 times at Hilton properties, 6 times at gas stations, dining, shipping, cell phone bills, flights, and car rentals. You can also earn an additional free night certificate if you put $15,000 on the card in a calendar year. Folks do sleep on that option, but that's a lot of Hilton Honors points, and I'm considering putting together a Conrad Bora Bora trip, so the value of those points and the free nights would be extreme. So obviously the bulk of my spend is going towards subs, but there are always reoccurring spend like utilities. I'm going to pay my gas bill, water bill, and electricity with a US Bank Cash Plus card so I can earn just a little cash back. I often talk about going towards a more cash back focused system, but I have no idea when that's going to happen. I'm a big fan of the US Bank Cash Plus because it allows me to earn 5% cash back on those very predictable every month categories. And speaking of predictable every month categories, I do have a cable and internet bill. I will be going with the Chase Inc. Cash Card for this. I think this card is extremely valuable for its 5X categories, and although Chase is my number 2 ecosystem, I still need a steady flow of UR points. I actually just redeemed a bunch the other day for a redemption I'll be talking about very soon. Now, lately, you may have noticed I have been sneaking in some Hyatt criticism. Well, maybe not sneaking, but I'll also be carrying my Chase Hyatt business card this quarter, as I have a really nice Hyatt stay coming up in Germany. The card earns 4 times at Hyatt hotels, and as we all know, Hyatt points have a much higher value relative to other hotel programs, at least on a point-by-point basis. This card has the potential to earn 2 times on some categories, but honestly, the earning details are so confusing, nobody cares. 2 times on 2 or 3 of your highest spending categories, and for this list of categories, you likely have better cards for anyway. But you know, Hyatt. I'm actually carrying this card because when booking our stay in Germany, I was not able to find a property award availability, so this is a paid stay. I think Hyatt is actually going to be my all-inclusive resort program because it looks like that is where the value is for me. Just a quick reminder that if you are interested in learning more about any of these cards, I do have a nice organized card link in the description below. For non-category spend, I'm going to keep things flexible, but I'm considering an option of using the American Express Hilton business card as my non-category spend card for a while, just to hit that $15,000 threshold, so I'll receive an additional free night certificate. That will give me a few Hilton free night certificates and would allow me to start thinking about one of those Ask Sebi type aspirational trips. Guys, let me know in the comments what you think about hotel points in general, and let me know what kind of setups you're using for Q3 2023. Also, I want to remind everyone that we will be meeting up in Las Vegas on September 2nd. This is for creators and everyone interested in the points and miles game. So stay tuned for more details. If you're a creator, you're invited. If you play the points and miles game, you're invited. The reason for everything not being completely open is in Las Vegas, I could be considered a public figure, and then I would be required by the city to request to have a gathering and do a bunch of paperwork. This is something that I think is created more for the Tupacs and the Tekashi 6ix9ines of the world, and not actually for credit card YouTubers, but still. Stay tuned for details. Well, that is it for me today, guys. If you stayed all the way to the end, I appreciate you, and I want to thank every single one of you.